Okay, these are the pieces that make up the Freedom Bird Buffet. You have the main buffet unit, which has the doors which go back and forth to make sure it's total. There's a bar under here that you need to make sure is totally pressed up in order to activate the mechanism. That right there? Here's the bar right here. There are 2 bars that go from the cage to the base of it to give it added support. Okay, and then there is the platform, which is on the inside of the cage. This is on the outside of the cage. This is on the inside of the cage. Okay, and then there are 3 bowls which go in each one of these. They go in through the top. Now, this is pretty much a 2-person job, but I'm going to see if I can do it by myself. Okay, you have to make sure that the screws for this open, or basically the wing nuts are on the outside, because you know how smart our bird friends can be. They just know how to get through anything. Let's see if I can get this to just sit here for a minute. Da, 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 da. I'm hoping I can get this wing nut to just hold it there for a moment. There, that's fine. Now the other one, watch, now it's going to fall off on one, but the other side's going to fall off. Da, 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 da. Okay. Ah, I got lucky. It didn't. Now, one of the other things you have to make sure is that the platforms and the unit is centered in the cage. What I'm going to do next is pick this up, take it over here, and basically, here's what I'm going to try to do. I am going to undo this nut, stick it in my pocket so I don't lose it. Okay, and then I'm going to hang this on the bolt and put this one in, and put this in place. Like I said, don't do it too tight at first, because you just want to make sure you can maneuver everything, center everything. Okay, now I'm going to swing this side up like this. Oops, don't lose it, don't lose it. Okay. Okay, same thing on this side, only I've got to have to work from underneath. Nut back in the pocket. And then, there. Got to work from underneath here. Put the fingers underneath, underneath, and then you can look through the thing. And there. It's in there. Okay. Find the other nut. Reaching under here. Put this nut in place. Come here. Gotta lift it up a little. Whoops, lost it. Okay. Another little trick is to open these up. There. Also, you need to open them up so you can make sure it's centered. There you go. Now I can push my hand through there, and you can see I can get the nut on. Okay. And you want to tighten these up. I'm just going to hand tighten them at this point. But you want to make sure that it's all pretty even to the center bar here, and that when you close it, you don't have too much of a gap. You see, this isn't really centered yet, so I can loosen this up and move it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. There, now I got the same kind of clearance on both sides. Okay. Tighten it back up. Support bars. Put one here. Okay, you want to see where the bar is going to sit, like that. Okay, so we want it to go over this bar, back up under here, and then just turn this so that it's going up and down. Tighten this up. Make sure you get it good and tight, because okay. Same thing on this side. Come on. Yeah, same on each side. Come on, you. Okay, what that basically does is it gives it enough support. You want to make sure it's centered though. There we go. Okay, so now we've got some support there. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, lever under here, pull it up, you can rock it open. Okay, now, sometimes you might think, oh, you know, this is opening and it seems like it's hitting the top here. What that means is that you need to tighten up either your under straps or your nuts. Okay, they're not really tight right now. That gives you a good explanation. Now, when you're putting this together, right now I have it together, so I'm going to be taking it apart, and basically first you take off the top, which is done with 4 screws, 1, 2, and there's 2 more on the other side, and then you take it apart like any other cage. This is how I packaged the seed catcher. It's all of them are in there, and each one is separated by a piece of cardboard. It's coming in this box, which says Pep Boys on it, because that's where my husband works. And what we're going to be doing is using that roll of bubble wrap to secure, or to prevent damage on the inside of the box. And there will be cardboard. As you can see, I have a lot of cardboard here in the cage. That's going to be used between each one of these pieces. Okay, I hope you enjoy your cage, and I will be breaking it down and packing it up in just a few minutes. Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Peter.